So welcome back. Now that we've gone ahead and unwrapped the last element of that foot, we're going to do the part that's going to save us a little bit of time. So how are we going to do that? We're going to go ahead and exit into object mode, select this leg right here, and go ahead X to delete. And the same for this one, X to delete. And then you're going to go into front view right here. You're going to select your main foot mesh, and we're going to go ahead and select on this one leg right here. And just to make things easier on you, you're going to do Shift H, hide it, and then you're going to take your, and let's go ahead and exit to modeling mode to make this easier. Go into front view, this, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn on snap, and I'm going to turn my cursor right here, and I'm going to click it to this point right here, and probably zoom in a little more so make sure you have accuracy right there. Cool. And then right click on your model, set origin to 3D cursor. Good. And then you are going to Alt H, unhide the rest of it, and then with your leg selected right here, you're going to go down to your modifiers, and you're going to go ahead and add your mirror modifier. Turn off the accent and make it Y so it more or less corresponds with the rest of the place. That looks good. And now you're going to do the same for the other leg. So since that's mirrored and I like where it's mirrored, I'm going to go ahead and take this and apply it. And then I'm going to go into object mode, edit mode, and I'm going to select all these elements right here on that leg that I want to have separately. Good, good, good. Nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and press P to detach this by selection. Now it's its own object, so if I go down to object mode, this leg right here, it's its own object compared to this one. And I'm going to do the same for this foot right here. Again, same process. Front view, Shift H to hide everything, click on this mesh. And again, you're going to be taking and putting the cursor right here at 0 so you can mirror these correctly. So I'm going to take my cursor, click right there. You can zoom in all the way if you like to make sure it's accurate, so right towards the center. Boom, right there. And then I'm going to right click on the model, set origin to 3D cursor. Good. Then I'm going to hit Alt H to unhide everything. I'm going to go in my modifiers, and I'm going to add the mirror modifier. Turn off X, make it into Y, so as you can see now it's mirrored towards internally. I like that, it's good. And then I'm going to select in edit mode, select that. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. No, sorry. I'm going to select this, apply it, good. And then I'm going to go to edit mode and hit L, and then hit P to detach the selection, and now it's its own mesh. So now that you've done that, you're going to have to now sort out the UVs for these mirrored pieces, because the thing is they're overlapping, so you're going to have to separate them from each other. So you're going to want now to go ahead and select both feet. And you're going to go into UV editing. See, I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to go like this, 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 and this. As you can see down here, there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and take this and move this to the right. So you don't have that mirroring anymore, because if I go and select the rest of the other foot, as you can see here, book, 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 and book. Now, as you can see, they're no longer mirroring towards each other. So right now, what I've done is I've separated these, and now they have their own set of unique UVs. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Exit there. Click on both of the legs right here. Same deal. You're going to go into edit mode, and then select the one that you want the UVs separated. You hit L, 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 and L, just like that, as you can see. You find out where it is that you arranged it. And then you're going to take these and move them to the side. Give a little bit more downwards, and then just to make sure there's no overlap, you go to the original elk, select all the pieces, boop, boop. And as you can see, those are nice and separated. Then you select these, put them side by side, and that's good. Now these are separated. So now we are getting finally towards the end of it. Let's go ahead and finish off with this video. So now that you've gone and separated all your UVs that you've mirrored and such, you don't have to unwrap the other elements, so you've saved yourself a good deal of work. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then after I've saved this, I'm going to go ahead and go to object mode. I'm going to select every single element, so make sure to select your head, body, your legs, both legs, foot, inner foot. It's all good. So everything's selected now. Now if you go to edit mode, as you can see now it's going to be the part where you're going to arrange this towards the final unwrap. So in this occasion, let's go ahead and make sure we have a good starting place of where we're going to put this stuff. So let's go ahead and take these right here, and I'm going to go ahead and move these to here because, like I said, you're going to be fitting everything into a little box right in here. So you're going to pretty much be aligning these pieces into a box. So I'm going to kind of show you guys the gist of it, but as for the adjustment part, you guys are going to have to do that yourself. That's, like I said, tedious. So I'm going to move these as close together. And of course, they have an automatic function into this, and you can see how to do that, I believe. Let's see, that is select image UVs. If I'm not mistaken, it's the align one. But I usually like to do this manually because sometimes these automated functions don't work out nice, and it can scale it to something so you don't like. So I'm just going to do it manually. So as you can see, I have already arranged these two elements together, and I'm going to start putting some of these all the way together so you can have them in one nice little compact place. Good. And this one's going to be more closer to the side. And then now that these two are nicely packed together, no overlaps, I'm going to go ahead and select another element. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do this little foot right here first. And where's that? There it is up here. I'm going to take that and kind of move it down here somewhere. And then after that foot's done, I'm going to have that element. That's the next one. Take this one. As you can see, as I start to arrange them, inside sort of a box shape. So they all fit. Cool. And then what's next? Oh, forgot about these. L and L. L. Take this. And you can, as always, you can find ways to arrange these so they can fit a little bit perfectly. So I'm not going to take this all the way to the end. I'm going to give you the guys the gist of it, but the final adjustment and squeezing all these into one UV, I'm going to leave that to you guys, but I'll show you at least the basic concept of what you want to do. So now have these elements all lined up together. Next is going to be the body. Select that. Let's see, where's that? That's over here. Take this and move it down here. Let's see, for example, I can take this right here, move it up here, this one right here, move it up here, this one, out of the way, tighter here, take this one, right here. See these right here, we can probably find some little nook and cranny here to stick these. Some artists, for example, they like to take all the elements and kind of put them together based on what part of the body that you're working on, but I'm going to be doing this in Substance Painter and some in Photoshop, so right now I'm not really thinking about that too much, so I'm going to take some of these elements and line them up so I have them nice and compact. And then this one right here, right there. Let's go ahead and do the head next. This right there, where's that? There it is, up here. Move that to the side. And then the final bits and bobs is going to be these right here. L, 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 and L. Where are those? Are these right here? Squeeze this in here. So as you can see now, I've gotten all the elements sort of squeezed into one more place. Let's see if I'm missing anything just in case. No, I don't think that's got all the cables. Cool. As you can see now, I've taken everything that I've unwrapped and kind of worked all the shapes into one square. And after you're done with that, you're going to move them right up here. And let's go ahead and hide this grid for now because I want to see what I'm doing. Let's see if it makes it. Oh no, I don't want that. No. Grid. So now that I have all these, I'm going to go ahead and take them and scale them. And you know what? Now that I've gone ahead and scaled this, that whole grid texture has outdone its use. So let's go ahead and go to object mode and go to materials here. And see, I want to create a new material because I don't need to be able to see this grid anymore. How do I get rid of this? See. You know what, the easiest way just to do this is, let me just go ahead and edit object mode and then just go to my shading right here. Let's see, that's not the one that I want. Go to this one right here, yep. And then just to make this easier, I just take this and delete because we don't need to see that. And then after I've done that in shading mode, I will go back to UV editing mode and let's see if I can get rid of this. That's not annoying. See, maybe there's an easier way to do this. There you go. That does it. So as you can see, I got rid of my texture by pressing on the little X. As you can see now, I've squeezed everything into a square. So what I'm going to do to make this easier is I'm going to start working this towards a corner. And what you're going to do is you're going to start squeezing all the stuff towards the corner that you want to work with and such, and then scale it upwards. So what do I do then? So for example, this element right here, I start to take this one and move it to the side. And then I'm going to start taking all of these elements, and as you can see, this corner right here is where I'm going to start to work and squeeze all my pieces to. And what else? This one right here, I can take this one too. So this is the annoying, meticulous part that you're going to have to do, but welcome to the life of 3D artist. This is the career you wanted. Oops, that's not good. Boom. Move this to the side here. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm slowly just squeezing this here. And then this one right here, that's probably the most sensible one. Just move it upwards. And as you can see, I want to have a cutting point, so some of the elements I'm probably going to have to move into different areas so I don't have no overlap. So how do I do that? Let's go ahead and take, for example, this right here. Move it into here, or wherever, basically wherever you can find space for it. So I'm going to take this one and put it right there. Cool. And then this shape right here. That fits well here. So as you can see, I'm started forcing everything into that in more of a little box direction and such. And let's see. Take this element, move it to the side here. This to here. This one, move it up, take this one, move it up, and these right here are probably going to take some reorientation, so you just have to find somewhere that you can move it to. So in this occasion, right here works perfectly, but it's more perfect if I actually rotate a little bit sideways. Right. Oop. Sorry. Here. And as you can see, sorry. As you can see with this, I'm slowly getting all these to fit within this little boxy area right here. This one right here. That one can go here. Let's see. Just make sure you don't have any overlap and you have a couple of pixel distances, because as you will learn after I've done the presentation on UV unwrapping, you need to keep some distance between your meshes. So this is a lot of rearranging, but we are almost done, thank fucking God. See this one right here, boom. Any overlap? No, no, no. So as you can see, I've squeezed it into that little corner right here. I'm going to take this now, center it, and then I'm going to scale it so if it's more within this box shape. And it's like this is not a perfect science, so you're going to have to find some way. So in this here, I need a little space for the head, so I'm going to kind of move it here, and then this element right here doesn't quite work like how I wanted. Boom, boom, and I'm going to take it, rotate it, move it to the side, and then this right here can go down a little bit more. You know what, let's go ahead and move these first. Did I mention this was tedious? This right there, and let's see. This one right here. Got to make sure that nothing is out the UV space or nothing that is overlapping each other, so I'm being a little meticulous. I'm not going to do this all the tweaking, because you'll be sitting here with me forever. So right here, that one's moved down inwards, and must have missed a small piece here somewhere. And there you go. So there you go. That's the gist of it. Now I've had the whole unwrap within this one square, which means that right when you're done with this, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to taking all of these elements together. I'm going to attach the model as one model because it's going to be easier to work with. And there you go. You've just done the unwrap to R2D2. Like I said, how you do the final, all the pieces and how you squeeze it all together into the box is up to you. But this one is going to be for now for me for time purposes. But there you go. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be have a good idea of how unwrapping works. And then after you've done a good unwrap and you and I do a video how to export this, we will move on to the texturing one. So see you next video.